Hi everyone, this is Trish with the Sitesmith, and I'm here today to show you how to use Google Analytics. The first thing you're going to have to do is make sure that you have a Google account. You'll go to google.com/analytics and sign into your Google account and then click Access Analytics. Crap. Delete that. Hi everyone, this is Trish with the Sitesmith, and we're here today to show you how to use Google Analytics. We're going to walk you through using Google Analytics, adding a site to your account, and how to read some of the reports that you'll find. First, something that everyone says is that you need a ton of traffic on your site. You don't if the people who do visit engage and buy from you. It's not how much traffic you get, it's how many people buy from you. Let's go to Google Analytics now and we'll see how to add a profile to your Google account. Now you'll need a Google account to sign up for this, so if you haven't yet, go ahead and do that. Then go to google.com/analytics and there'll be a blue button there that says Access Analytics. Click that and you'll get right into your Google Analytics account. Now to add a website profile, the website profile is simply a website that you want to track the traffic on using your Google Analytics account. So we're going to use our demo account. Our demo website. Click Finish and it gives you the code. You'll want to highlight this, copy it, and then paste it everywhere that you want to track. The easiest way is probably to put it into the footer. A lot of people do that, and a lot of themes have a custom-made place to put it. You don't want to put it into the header. That's the one place that you absolutely don't want to have it. So once you've done that, we'll go back to the main menu and you'll see you have your site here. Now of course ours is not tracking because we haven't installed the code, but what you'll see here is you'll see the name of the site. This is just the ID code that Google Analytics uses. Okay, here you'll see the number of visits that you've had to the site, and this is total number of visits, not just for that month or for that time period. And you can see that, of course, this is the oldest website, so you're going to see more visits here than you will for any of the others. Now you'll see average time on site, which again, since we didn't install the code, you're not going to see anything for the demo site. But for the rest of them, you'll see this one's just under 1.5 minutes, which is pretty good. The Sitesmith is 3.5 minutes, which is good. People are probably watching videos when they're there and reading the information. Notes in the Bunker, that one makes sense because it's a blog site, so people probably just go and read a blog post and then they're done. And this is actually an old site that we've discontinued, so it makes sense that the stats are going to be all kind of crazy on that. Now the bounce rate is when people go to one page on your site and then leave. So that's what this is measuring. Again, we have no code here, so you won't see anything. The Homegrown Kitchen, this is pretty high. You want a bounce rate around 80% or less. And this is a recipe site, so it actually kind of makes sense that people go and read one recipe that they're looking for and then leave. The rest of the sites all have pretty good bounce rates, around 65%. If we can get it lower, that'd be great, but as long as it's under 80%, that's a good thing. Here you'll see completed goals. We haven't set any goals up for these websites, but if you were to do that, you'd see how many of them were completed. And then you'll see a percentage of change in a variety of different variables. You can check on visits, average time on site, all that sort of thing. Let's look at a report for one of these sites. Look at the report for the Sitesmith and we'll see what other information you can find. Now here you'll find a graph that shows you visually the visitors that are coming to the site. You'll see the number of visits, number of page views, how many pages per visit there are, which makes sense when you look at the math. The bounce rate, again, it's below 80%, that's what we want. Average time on site, be great to get that up, but 3.5 isn't too bad. And the percentage of visits that are new visits. And there's a lot of information for you to look at. Everything from the pages that people are visiting, you can see how many page views these have. Everything from training videos, which is getting 60 page views, which is pretty good. It also breaks it down into percentages, all the way down to the website tools, which is only 12. You can also look at where your traffic is coming from. The blue is going to show you the direct traffic, and that's 87% for this website, which is pretty high. It's not a bad thing, but it's pretty high for most websites. The referring sites is only 9.73%. We want to get that up. This means that we don't have enough links to other sites. We don't have enough content out there on the web that people are looking at other sites to bring them to our site. And then search engine is only slightly under 3%, and we can get that up as well. There's a lot of information you can look at. As I mentioned, you can look at the Visitors Overview report, and that'll break things down a little bit more. It'll even show you what browsers people are using when they look at your site, which is a little bit interesting. And you can look at things like visitor trending, and it will tell you on each day how many visitors you had, what the percentage was for each day. So you can see what day you had the most visitors and possibly repeat what you were doing on that day for future days and get good numbers there as well. So like I said, there's a lot of information here. You're going to want to play around in these reports once you get your site up and once you get some content and your code installed. And remember, you're not going to get any numbers until you start getting content up and until you start propagating your content out across the web. So if you put your code on for the very first day, that's great, you have it done, but don't expect to see anything for at least a couple of weeks after you have some decent amount of content up there, because there's no point for people to check out your site when there's no content. There's no reason for them to come see. So that is Google Analytics. Again, if you have any questions or if any of this is confusing to you, do feel free to contact us at trish@thesitesmith.com. We'll be happy to help you any way we can. Have a great day.